My name is Olivia. I am 20 years old now. I have a younger sister named Nicole. She is 18. This story is about our strongest lesson. It is a story about a very big mistake. We grew up very close. We were always playing games together. Nicole was always the louder sister. I was always the quieter one. I always felt like I had to look after her. It was my job to keep her safe. Our parents worked hard for us. They taught us the value of saving money. They were going to help us pay for college. This was very important to our family. I was already in my second year of history studies. Nicole was planning to start art school next semester. We shared a small apartment near the campus. We were trying to be independent. Our parents gave us money for rent and food. We had our own jobs too. We put all our extra money into one savings account. This was the money for college tuition. We knew this money was sacred. We needed every single dollar. We often talked about how proud Mom and Dad would be. We were really excited about our future. Nicole worked at a local coffee shop. She loved making lattes. I worked many hours at the university library. I liked the quiet atmosphere there. Our life was very simple then. We ate pasta and watched television every Tuesday night. We were always planning the next step. We always talked about our college applications. Everything seemed organized and good. Nicole was laughing constantly. She was very happy with her new friends, but I started seeing small changes in Nicole.
She was often very secretive.
She was always on her phone. She would leave the room to answer calls. Sometimes she seemed distracted when we talked. She was staying out late too. I asked her about the new friends. I asked if everything was okay. She always said, "Yes, Olivia, everything is fine. Do not worry so much." I trusted her completely. Nicole was always responsible with important things. I believed her because she was my sister. I thought, maybe she is just growing up now. Maybe I was just being too protective. I did not want to bother her. I just wanted her to be happy. We were looking forward to the summer break. The new semester was going to start in September. The tuition payment deadline was coming very soon. I needed to log into the bank account. I needed to send the payment for my classes. I opened the bank website on my laptop. I put in the password. The screen loaded slowly. I saw the total number. I looked at the balance. My heart felt like it stopped beating. I looked again quickly. The number was very low. A huge amount of money was missing. Half of our college savings was gone. I felt a cold shock move through my body. I checked the recent transactions immediately. I saw large withdrawals. They were all cash withdrawals from different ATMs. They happened over the last month. I felt immediate fear. I thought, did someone steal our account number? But I saw the transactions were always near Nicole's coffee shop. I knew it had to be her. I was shaking badly. I closed the laptop. I sat there in the silence for 2 hours. I tried to think about what to do. The money was gone. Our future was now fragile. I waited for Nicole to come home from work. When she walked in, I was already standing there. My face was very serious. She saw my expression and she knew something was wrong. I did not yell immediately. I just showed her the bank statement. I pointed to the missing funds. I asked her simply, "Nicole, can you explain this to me?" She looked at the paper. Her eyes got wide. Then tears started to fall down her face. She dropped her bag and started crying very hard. She told me the truth slowly. She was trying to help her new friend. The friend told Nicole a very sad story. The friend needed money for a real emergency. The friend promised Nicole she would pay it back in 3 days. Nicole really believed the friend. She thought she was doing a good thing. So Nicole took the money out of our shared account. But the friend disappeared completely last week. The friend took the money and left town. Nicole was too ashamed to tell me. She thought she could somehow earn the money back quickly. Our college money was totally gone. I was not just sad. I was deeply angry. I felt betrayed by her mistake. I thought about Mom and Dad. They trusted us with this responsibility. They trusted me to be the older sister. I wanted to scream at Nicole. I wanted to tell her she ruined everything. I asked her, "How could you be so foolish, Nicole? We worked so hard for this money." She kept saying sorry again and again. She begged me not to tell our parents. She said, "Please, Olivia, they will never forgive me. I promise I will fix it." I needed to decide quickly. Telling Mom and Dad was the easy choice. They could fix the problem instantly, but Nicole would face their deep disappointment. Her reputation would be ruined forever. I knew this mistake came from misplaced compassion. It did not come from true malice. I looked at my terrified little sister. She looked so small and broken. I thought about protecting her reputation. I thought about protecting her future. If I did not tell them, I had to find all that missing money in just 3 weeks. This was almost impossible. I was already working so much. The idea felt heavy and stressful. I looked around our small, quiet apartment. It suddenly felt like a prison. I knew I had to choose compassion over anger. I had to choose love over being right. This was my role as the older sister. I was going to sacrifice my peace for her. I decided right then. I told her, "I am not going to tell Mom and Dad. We are going to fix this. Nicole." Together, Nicole was weeping with relief. I told her the rule. You must work every single extra hour they offer you. You must stop seeing all your friends. Every hour counts now. I knew my current job was not enough. I started looking for a second job that same night. I found an overnight cleaning shift downtown. The shift started at 11 p.m. and finished at 4 a.m. This was going to destroy my study schedule. I knew I was going to be tired all the time, but I accepted the job immediately. I started the next evening. The physical work was very hard. I was cleaning floors and emptying garbage bins. I was awake for almost 20 hours a day. I would go to my morning classes completely exhausted. Then I would go to the library job. After that, I would go straight to the cleaning job. I was drinking several cups of coffee every hour. My body hurt all the time. I was going to be late with my own school assignments. But I was doing this for her. I was doing this for our family peace. Nicole also started taking double shifts at the coffee shop. She worked 6 days a week now. We were both silent workers. We did not speak much about the money, but we knew the deadline was approaching. We were both running very fast. The next 2 weeks were a dark blur. I was constantly running on pure stress. I looked terrible. I was falling asleep sometimes during my professor's lectures. I told everyone I just had a bad cold. Nicole saw how much I was struggling. She felt terrible guilt. She tried to make things easier for me at home. She did all the laundry. She packed my lunch bag perfectly every day. She tried to make sure I got 3 hours of sleep. We were a team now. A very tired, scared team. We counted the cash every single night. We kept the money hidden in a specific box. Every day, the number went up slowly. But the deadline was next Friday. We still needed a lot of money. Just 3 days before the deadline, we were still $500 short of the goal. I looked at the box of money and I felt despair. I knew we were going to fail. I could not work any more hours. I was going to have to tell our parents. I went to the phone. I picked it up slowly. I was going to dial my mother's number. I was shaking my hand. I was going to break my promise to Nicole. I felt like a failure. Suddenly, Nicole came into the room quietly. She was holding a small white envelope. Her eyes were red again, but she was not crying now. She looked determined. She handed me the envelope. I opened it and saw a simple gold chain. It was a necklace. This necklace was her grandmother's gift. It was Nicole's most treasured thing. She told me she sold it to a pawn shop that afternoon. She said, "It was worth exactly $500, Olivia." Now we have the full amount. I looked at the necklace. I looked at my sister. She had sacrificed her most valuable possession to fix her mistake. She finally understood the cost. I hugged her very tightly. I was crying from tiredness and relief. We deposited the money the next morning. We made the final tuition payment online successfully. We were completely exhausted, but we had done it. We saved our future ourselves. That difficult time is now in the past. We never really talked about the friend again. But we talk about responsibility and trust often now. Nicole completely changed after that big mistake. She stopped staying out late. She became very focused on her studies. She works harder than before. She is always helping me now. I realize something very important about family. Protecting someone is not only about stopping them from making mistakes. It is also about helping them learn and grow after the mistake happens. I was very angry, but I chose compassion. That choice was the most difficult thing I ever did, but it was the correct choice for us. Forgiving Nicole was easier than forgiving the stress I put on myself, but I forgave myself too. We are still living together. We are still going to college. Our bond is stronger now. We learned the real value of savings. We learned the true meaning of forgiveness. Family memes showing up and working hard for each other, even when one person makes a very bad choice. I am glad I protected my sister. If you liked this story and want to learn more, subscribe to the channel and see the next story.